I expected to win this in like the first year. I've just been struggling. Like, if you're still watching at this point in the video. So the Warriors finally did it. They were finally able to get a trade done before the trade deadline just comes and passes. They never seem to capitalize on these win now moments and these win now players that end up being available. But they finally did it. They finally got Jimmy Butler on the team. Today we're going to be trying to take this Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler led Warriors team and shape them into some championship contenders. So a major and huge thing that the Warriors did in this trade was they were able to keep young talent because they're trying to save for the future. But I think in this rebuild, I'm going to try to stray a little bit from that path and really focus more on the Steph Curry timeline, because especially in the game of 2K and in real life, I mean, we just saw the man win an Olympic gold medal. Steph Curry still has the talent and the ability to win a championship. I mean, we saw it in 2022. That's not that long ago. And so hopefully we can take some of this young talent that we have left and build a really nice trade package. What I am looking for mostly is getting some shooters, okay? Because now you have Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Jonathan Kuminga, and they're all, when it comes to the postseason, all these players are going to be negative 3-point shooters and probably leave Steph Curry with a lot of double teams and things coming his way. Second, I love Kevon Looney and I love Trace Jackson Davis, but I want to get an actual big man, a legit 7-footer, and I think a pick and roll threat and maybe even a lob threat. You know, sorry, I have to go through my tutorial first. So first up, I got Trace Jackson Davis and Gary Payton the second going to the Magics for Gogas, but so basically, I forgot to re-record this, so just ignore this, but I traded for him. Okay, so I love my boy Pods, but some of these trades that we're getting for the Kevon Looney and Podzimski trade package is kind of crazy. We have some insane offers. I mean, this one for GG Jackson would be pretty insane. I think he fits pretty much exactly what we're trying to do. And the Grizzlies are going through a little bit of they've having some weird moves, you know. They got rid of Marcus Smart. I want to see what that ends up being all about. Here's OG, which is crazy. There's no way that the Warriors would ever be able to make this money happen. I think the one that's most realistic and also kind of fits with it. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with this GG Jackson trade. Like, this is just too good to pass up. I mean, GG Jackson, if you have not seen him in 2K, is absolutely a dog in simulation. I honestly think what the play is that we run some Jimmy at the 2. So then we're looking at a starting lineup. We got Steph Curry coming off the bench. What was I gonna say? Coming in at point guard, we have Jimmy Butler, shooting guard, GG Jackson at our 3, Draymond Green at the 4, and Goga at the 5. That's a pretty good lineup. And I think the defense, we just really need to focus on a backup center right now, because I did just ship Kevon Looney out of here. So this is a little mini deal I came up with, trying to get Buddy Hield and Justice Winslow out for Jock Landale to come off our bench, and then Jayshawn Tate. All things considered, when Kuminga comes back, I mean, this team is looking good. I have to give myself a pat on the back so far, but I'm going to go ahead and simulate now. We'll see how this ends up being. So here's what our rotation's looking like right now. And of course, you have to add Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga in once they get off of IR, of course. I mean, this team is looking great. I think we fixed a lot of the problems. I mean, we got Steph Curry running almost 40 minutes a game. Maybe that's a little bit unrealistic. Maybe I drop that down just in case we get an injury. Jayshawn Tate, you know, really picking up the minutes. I'm glad that we ended up getting him in that trade. So I am bringing back Jonathan Kuminga. I think, honestly, we can let Draymond Green go when push comes to shove. I think that ship has finally sailed, and maybe it's a ship that we may see set sail in real life, but I don't think so. So that wraps up the rest of 2025. We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning MVP, Alexander Sarr taking home Rookie of the Year. Glad to see he's doing good things in 2K. Naz Reid, 6th Man of the Year. Crazy. I saw Naz Reid in the trade finder, and I was like, the city of Minnesota would never trade Naz Reid. So, but I mean, after this Luka trade, who knows? Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year, is going to be his award for the next 15 years. Cade Cunningham with Most Improved. You know, I really hope that we would have got that. We did get Executive of the Year, though. We finished with a record of 44-38. We had a couple of tough losses, but we really only losing by around like 10-15 points in the second half of the season. I mean, we didn't start with a very good record at the trade deadline, and so hopefully we can take this momentum into the playoffs. We don't see any of our boys on all NBA or all defensive teams. To be honest, I said I hope we carry that into the playoffs. We are not even in the playoffs. So I guess we'll have to work around this and see that next year. We got Shai winning Western Conference Finals MVP and Karl Anthony Towns winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So we get the Thunder Knicks matchup in the finals. You know, I don't think we're gonna see this in real life. And the Knicks end up taking it in 7. Could have done some simcast, but they're not my team, so why would I care about them? So now let's see how bad I fumbled, because if the Magic end up jumping up with 1.8%, that would be insane. And it would be like the worst GM. Don't matter if I'm executive of the year. Does not matter. 12th, I should have definitely sent that as like a top 15 protected or something. So if we nerd out and take a look at estimated wins added, Draymond Green has the second lowest on the team, I believe. Let me check that. Yes, second lowest on the team. So I think it's time for the Draymond Green era in Golden State to come to an end. So just putting Draymond Green directly into the trade finder, the most realistic one and the one that I think fits best is us getting Jonathan Isaac, which basically is Draymond Green. Okay, if you just squint your eyes just a little bit, that's basically Draymond Green. And then also getting Tristan da Silva, which is an amazing pickup, actively doing the Warriors organization's goal, fitting both timelines almost perfectly. It was declined, but I swear to God, they just accepted this. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right here so you can see. It's Draymond Green. Okay, so yeah. I guess they just decided it wasn't on the table anymore after I decided to do the talking. Bro, how is Corey Joseph still on my team? Hold on. We're getting a trade for Corey Joseph. Just please, anyone, hook, line, and sinker. Just give me Gabe Vincent as our backup point guard. How do we feel about that? I don't like it, but I did see some first round picks. Moderate protected. 29 for the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's get that pick and let's see if we can flip that for, let's try to flip this, and then that 2029 we just got. Terrence Mann. I would love Terrence Mann. I'm a Clippers fan at heart. I need to do a Clippers rebuild. That would be really fun. Let's see. I might have to make my own trade. I'm gonna craft something up and I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if this deal goes through. Moses Moody and Santos for Lonzo Ball. I may have gotten fleeced, but I love Lonzo Ball, especially in the game of 2K. So hopefully we can get this done. So unfortunately, as I didn't complete our championship last season, we have to deal with player progression. Steph Curry drops 1, Jimmy Butler by 3, Goga by 1 for some reason, don't know why, but GG Jackson jumps up 2, which GG Jackson was my big piece because I can still trade him and get a star this year if by the trade deadline we're not doing so great. So I'm actually deciding to start Jonathan Isaac this year in hopes that we can have like more of a defensive identity and kind of help old man Steph Curry. Defensive lineup is kind of nuts. We can kind of hide GG Jackson and Steph Curry, at least not in the game of 2K maybe, but in real life this would be a really insane defensive lineup. And Lonzo Ball coming off the bench is going to be huge. I mean, the lineups that we can have towards the end of games will be pretty nuts. So I'm going to simulate to the trade deadline and hopefully things are looking pretty good. So I already stopped the simulation. We got to get Goga off the team apparently. Doesn't seem like the type of guy to be mad, but he's sluggish and heated. He's dropping 3 overall points. He's just not doing very good this year. Let me check his averages. 5 points, 10 boards, you know. Maybe we're not involving him in the offense, but I mean, Goga, you can get shipped out of here, buddy. So looking into the stats, Tristan da Silva is having a terrible shooting year from 3, 25% on, we are not halfway through the season and he has 113 attempted. Last year he attempted 180, so he's just kind of playing himself off the team. So I'm gonna try to package him and Goga, even though we just traded for them, and see if we can pick up another center and back up small forward. So I know I said that Naz Reid could never get on our team, but wait, what was that? Okay, I may have just accidentally skipped something important. Let me go back. After further review on the field, it's just the 2-week minimum player limit. I'm also sending Gary Payton II and a 2026 first round pick for Jalen Tyson. Fits the team great, you know. Hopefully, I think this could be like a very good backup small forward to replace Tristan da Silva. Honestly, I don't think we really have any areas that we're lacking. I mean, small forward could be better, especially some of the matchups that we're going to be getting with GG at the small forward. Let's see how we're doing at the trade deadline, and then maybe we need to go and break for that second star. Since we made those moves, we've been on an absolute killer streak. We just lost it as soon as I started recording, of course. So I'm actually deciding to just continue on with the season. I mean, we're 31-22. I think we can go into the playoffs. I mean, right now we're sitting at 4th in the conference, 5th in power rankings. You know, West on top, baby. So I'm just gonna let it simulate through, honestly. I think after deciding not to do any moves. So at the end of the season, we got Luka winning MVP in the Lakers uniform. Cooper Flag, of course, winning Rookie of the Year. Josh the Giddler, the little pedophile himself. Sorry, Josh, I didn't mean it. I did. We of course win Executive of the Year because we're doing multiple trades a year. Yeah, we ended up 49 and 33, which I think is pretty good, you know, improving on last year a lot. They just do not want to show our boys any love at all. So the Spurs with De'Aaron and Wemby are actually the 1 seed, so I really hope that we don't have to face them because we are not equipped to face that team at all. So in the first round, we're going against the new form Dallas Mavericks, you know, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Najee Marshall, Dennis Schroeder, TJ McConnell. I wonder if Kyrie ended up leaving. I need to double check that because, like, that's what I think is going to happen in real life. I mean, bro, Luka's his boy. I think he's not going to want to stay there anymore. But yeah, I think we have the matchup pretty much everywhere besides Anthony Davis. You know, Jonathan Kuminga, you got that, buddy. You got that matchup. I'm actually going to start Jonathan Isaac, so maybe we can have Jonathan Kuminga just cook whenever AD's not in the game. I don't know how I didn't just notice this in the play now section. I mean, I did, and that's why I switched it over to here. But, bro, Steph Curry's injured. Like, broken leg. Oh my God. Lonzo, you have to put on a defensive masterclass with this team and just lead us to victory because, bro, I don't even know. I don't even know how we made it. So we just took game 1. I accidentally forgot to record. Dallas takes game 2. Dallas takes game 3. Dallas takes game 4. Okay, let's switch to Simcast. I mean, I don't know what to really do. We don't have any offense without Steph Curry, and I mean, yeah, we're just getting absolutely torched. So because of a Steph Curry injury, we are unable to complete it this playoff run. That sucks. Wow. So the Spurs end up going to the Western Conference Finals, and then we have the Knicks in the Western Conference Finals again. This 2K sim loves the Knicks right now. Let's see how this ends up going. Spurs take game 1, Knicks take game 2, game 3 goes to the Knicks, game 4 to the Spurs, game 5 to the Spurs. Oh, we see a game 7. Knicks take home their back-to-back championship. That's crazy. Karl-Anthony Towns, 2-time champion. Would you believe it? If Jimmy Butler wants to retire, nuh-uh, you're getting traded. You're getting traded, buddy. You are not retiring. Not on my watch. So the rich just get richer. The Knicks take home the number 5 pick. Jimmy Butler thought he was going to retire and take this money from me. No, buddy. You're getting traded. So I'm trying to kind of fleece the Bucks here. Yeah, I'm trying to cook this trade package up. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Let's see how they respond to just 1 first-round pick. Declined, of course. If you're blown away. Oh, buddy, I can blow you away. I have so many first-round picks I can throw at you. Another first-round pick. It's been declined again. Okay, so I'm trying to craft up a trade to get a min on this team. I want to see if I can. Okay, I can't get him with just 1. He may be untouchable, which is unfortunate. I probably should have only offered 1, but you know, it's a min. So player progression sees Amen Thompson go up 2. We actually moved him down to the point guard, and I call this operation what the Houston Rockets should do: move Amen Thompson to full-time point guard. I believe this dude's an absolute stud, and for the first time in his life, we're gonna have Curry as the off-ball option, and let's see how this offense works. I mean, I'm kind of just grasping for straws here. I expected to win this in like the first year. I've just been struggling. Like, if you're still watching at this point in the video, it's crazy. But so update on the Houston Rockets program, or whatever I'd said that I was running with Amen at the 1 and Steph Curry at the 2. He's averaging 30 points a game, back up to prime Steph Curry numbers. So I think that Amen being the primary ball handler really works for our Warriors team. 38-year-old Steph Curry also. I mean, 34 games through the season, we're 22-12. I mean, we're second in the conference. That Knicks team is still like top of the league. It's going to be so hard to beat. I have no clue what it is with this simulation. Like, the Knicks have not been this good in my other ones. Steph Curry right now is also 7th in the league in scoring. He's averaging 28 now towards the end of the season. We're at the trade deadline just because I'm going to see if I can make any moves to, like, hopefully make this one the year. But, ooh-wee. I'm going to bring in Jalen Smith, turn him into our power forward, and have him replace Jonathan Isaac, because I think Jonathan Isaac just really isn't a big enough scorer for us. I know his defense is insane, but I'm hoping that we can get just a little bit of a boost. Laker fans, be glad Luka Doncic, if this simulation is anything like real life, is going to win 2 MVPs in your city. Cam Boozer getting Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Shohan, 6th Player of the Year. I love it. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Luka Doncic, Clutch Player of the Year too. David Wells, Executive of the Year. We're 53-29. That puts us number 1 in the division, number 3 in the conference. Absolutely, I hope this playoff run can be the one. I hope we don't have an injured Steph Curry. Victor Wembanyama hurt. That's one less person to go through. Yeah, what's that, 4 to 6 weeks? I don't think he's coming back. I don't think they're making it there. Still no love for Steph Curry. It's insane. It's insane. Would you look at that? We get the Spurs in our first matchup. Thankfully, Vic's out, so this should be a pretty easy one. All right, through game 1, we take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. Sweep. Thank God Vic is injured. If anything, this is a sign. Okay, we dealt with the Steph Curry injury last season. This season we come back. I mean, I was just tired. I was reclining in my seat, but now we're up. Now we're winning this championship for sure. All right, we take game 1 against the Rockets. Oh, the Rockets fight back. Take game 2. We come back, take game 3, take game 4. Oh, they take game 5. We get out of there in 6. You know, we just had to make it. The NBA ratings were down, okay? We had to help. All right, so the New Orleans Pelicans, I was just taking a look at this team. Actually love the way the New Orleans Pelicans look. Okay, DeJounte Murray, Ace Bailey, Trey Murphy III, Zion Williamson, Yves Messi. Absolutely stuck through the mud with Zion Williamson, and he ends up being their power forward on their Western Conference Finals run. Trey Murphy III just had an amazing 40-point game the other night. Absolute watch if you need to go back. So let's just see what we can do. You know, hopefully this is the one. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 we sweep. Steph Curry, you are him. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 0.3 block for the man. And look at the shooting splits. We got basically 50% from the field. It's these damn Knicks, bro. These damn Knicks. We take game 1. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Don't. Game 4. Sweep. Okay, we go from first round elimination, not making the playoffs. Okay, I turned it around. Okay, they said it couldn't be done. They said we couldn't do it. Okay, I was so demoralized. I was like, bro, this is going to be so bad. I don't know how to, I forgot how to rebuild teams. Like, I can't do this. Amin Thompson went in the finals MVP. I mean, whatever executive was like, hey, maybe we should pivot from Jimmy Butler to Amin Thompson. Great idea, executive. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back, GM. I mean, absolute crazy stocks. We're talking 3 steals a game, 2 blocks a game. Amin Thompson shooting 40% from 3. I don't know. Don't ask me. In the closeout game, GG Jackson with a 40 piece. That is my pickup. That's my star. So this was so much fun to do. If you want to see more videos like this is my first rebuild video on this channel, but I enjoy doing things like this. This is what I like to watch on YouTube, and so I wanted to try to make it. Definitely a little bit messy. I need to get better storytelling structure like that, but I think once I get the hang of it, this will be some of my favorite content to make. So hope you guys enjoyed. Go watch some basketball. Have a good day.